You walk past it on the lot, BMW badge, clean condition, a price tag that makes no sense, and you keep walking because everyone told you used BMWs are money pits. That assumption is costing people some of the best deals in the used car market right now. While buyers chase the same 3 Series and X5 listings, a completely different group is quietly picking up BMW models nobody is fighting over. Today, we are revealing 5 cheap used BMW models that everyone ignores. Stay with me because number 1 will completely change how you think about buying used. Number 5. The BMW F36 430i Gran Coupe. Buyers shopping for a used BMW head straight to the 3 Series. The 430i Gran Coupe sits right next to it on every listing site, often looking sharper for similar money and getting passed over almost every single time. That is a mistake. The F36 generation depreciated hard. A car that originally sold for well over $45,000 can now be found for a fraction of that, especially with higher mileage. Clean examples often sit in the $10,000 to $16,000 range, while rougher or higher mileage cars can dip lower. The B48 turbocharged 4-cylinder under the hood belongs to the same engine family BMW uses widely across its modern lineup. It is smooth, responsive, and well regarded for reliability when serviced correctly. If you are shopping one, prioritize 2017 to 2019 model years. That is when the 430i replaced the older 428i, bringing BMW's newer B48 engine instead of the earlier N20. The 2014 to 2016 428i models with the N20 carry documented timing chain concerns that can turn a good deal into an expensive one quickly. On inspection, check the coolant hoses, look for oil residue around the valve cover, and request a full service history before anything else. Owner reports commonly describe the B48 as one of BMW's more dependable modern 4-cylinder choices, as long as service history is complete. Depreciation already did the damage. You are simply picking up what it left behind. Number 4. The BMW E82 128i. The 1 Series has a reputation problem. Buyers hear entry-level BMW and picture a compromised, stripped-back car that exists purely to put the roundel on a budget. That reputation is exactly why this car is one of the most undervalued driver's cars in the used market right now. The E82 128i runs a naturally aspirated N52 inline-6. It is free revving, mechanically straightforward, and commonly seen past 150,000 miles when maintained properly. The simplicity of a non-turbocharged engine means fewer failure points and service bills that stay more predictable. The chassis tells the real story: rear-wheel drive, near-perfect weight distribution, and a short wheelbase that makes the car feel alive through corners in a way modern BMWs have largely stopped attempting. Target 2008 to 2013 model years, with maintenance history mattering more than the exact year. Avoid any car without a verified cooling system service history. The N52 can develop valve cover gasket leaks, oil filter housing gasket leaks, and electric water pump issues with age. Most are straightforward when caught early and expensive when ignored. Used prices currently sit between $6,500 and $11,000. For that figure, very little on the market competes. Number 3. The BMW F10535i. Buyers searching for executive sedans at this price point usually land on aging Audis or tired Mercedes models. What they consistently walk past is a full-size BMW 5 Series with a turbocharged inline-6, a cabin that still competes with cars costing far more, and a used market value that has collapsed heavily in the buyer's favor. Higher mileage examples can be found under $10,000, while cleaner later cars often sit closer to the low to mid-teens. For a car that left the factory competing directly against the Mercedes E-Class and Audi A6, that value is hard to ignore. Power comes from BMW's N55 turbocharged 3.0-liter inline-6. It delivers around 300 horsepower, strong mid-range torque, and a power delivery that makes highway driving feel effortless. Target 2013 to 2016 model years. The N55 is generally viewed as a cleaner, more mature engine than the earlier N54, and later F10 examples benefit from additional refinement across the board. Step inside and the value becomes obvious immediately. Leather seating, available adaptive suspension, and noise isolation still make the car feel genuinely premium. When inspecting, check the cooling system carefully. Look for oil leaks around the valve cover, oil filter housing, and turbo oil lines, and verify the transmission service history. Owner forums regularly show high-mileage N55 cars doing well, but only when cooling system, gasket, and oil service maintenance were not neglected. We are past the halfway point, and the two entries still ahead are where the real value is hiding. Number 1 is a car most buyers have never seriously considered. Number 2, the BMW F25 X3 xDrive 28i. The used compact SUV market pulls buyers in two directions. Stretch toward the X5 and the maintenance costs follow immediately. Settle for the X1 and practicality takes the hit. Sitting directly between both, the F25 X3 solves the problem that neither option fully addresses. The xDrive 28i runs a 2.0-liter turbocharged four-cylinder producing 240 horsepower paired with an 8-speed automatic and BMW's xDrive all-wheel drive system. Capable in poor weather, responsive in daily driving, and straightforward enough in its layout to keep servicing costs reasonable. Cargo space beats the X1 comfortably. The rear cabin offers genuine headroom and legroom for adult passengers. The driving position is elevated without making handling feel disconnected. Target 2016 to 2017 model years if possible. Later N20 examples are generally viewed as lower risk than the earliest cars, but timing chain history and cold start noise still deserve careful inspection. When inspecting, check for oil leaks around the valve cover, examine the coolant expansion tank for cracks, and confirm the transfer case and transmission have been serviced properly. Solid used examples often sit between $9,000 and $16,000 depending on mileage, condition, and service history. Because buyers consistently chase the X5 badge, F25 X3 inventory is plentiful and negotiating room is real. The final entry is the one that earns the title of this video, and it is not the car most people would expect. Number 1. The BMW F22 230i. Every list has one entry that reframes everything before it. This is that entry. In today's used market, clean F22 230i examples commonly appear around the $15,000 range, but mileage, model year, factory options, and maintenance history can move the price noticeably higher or lower. For a compact rear-wheel drive BMW coupe powered by the B48 turbocharged inline-4, that pricing makes very little sense. The market simply has not caught up with what this car actually represents. It uses a version of BMW's B48 engine family, which is widely used across BMW's modern lineup. Many well-maintained examples are already proving durable at high mileage, and parts availability is strong. Independent mechanics know the platform well, and service costs reflect that accessibility. Target 2017 to 2021 model years. That is the 230i era, with BMW's B48 turbocharged four-cylinder replacing the older two 28i's N20. When inspecting, check for coolant leaks, oil seepage, brake fluid service history, and any signs of neglected maintenance. The F22 chassis is compact, rear-wheel drive, and tuned to communicate what the road is doing beneath you. It belongs to the last wave of truly compact rear-wheel drive BMW coupes before the 2 Series coupe became larger, heavier, and more tech-focused. Owners describe it as the car they bought for 2 years and are still driving 5 years later. 5 BMWs. 5 cars the market underpriced and buyers overlooked. The engineering did not disappear. The driving feel did not disappear. Only the asking price did. And for buyers who know where to look, that is the difference between overpaying for a badge and actually owning one worth having.